Hey everybody, it's MakeupMenaree. Welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to do another look that is mask friendly. So this mask look will be safe if you wear your masks. It's not going to transfer. The first thing you want to do is do a setting spray. I'm using the Milani setting spray. Then I'm going to go in on just my forehead with the Fit Me foundation. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyes first and do the rest of my face. I want to do a bold look this time, like a bold eye look. I did a bold eye look last week with my mask on at work and got a lot of compliments, so I figured I would do one for you guys. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with the Age Rewind by Maybelline and just do my highlight and set it with my RCMA setting powder. Once I blend that out, I'm going to be using the RCMA setting powder throughout for everything, so there it goes. Okay, and I just did my forehead first because I'm doing my eyebrows and I tend to wipe them off when I am putting on the rest of my makeup. I'm going in with the Maybelline's brow pencil. I love this pencil, been using it for several months. I'm going to go ahead and do sort of a bushier, shaggier brow. I don't know, I feel like I love these bushy brows when I have a bold eye color. It just sort of balances out for me. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to do my eyebrows and we'll move on. Okay, you can see how quickly I was able to do my brow with a brow pencil. That's why I love them so much. So I'm going to go back in though with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow and a brow brush and make some more brow-like strokes. I want it to be a little more bushy, a little more, I don't know, defined. So when I finish this eyebrow, I'm going to go back in and do that technique. Okay, like I said, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow and make some brow strokes here. I just like the way it looks. It looks a little more bushy, a little more unkempt when I'm able to put some brow hairs there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that in the front and add some to the tail end of my brow and do the other side. Okay, now just to hold my eyebrows up sort of at attention, I'm going in with the Anastasia Dip Brow Gel. I like this stuff for brow gel. I don't really like it for a brow product. It does have, it's pretty pigmented, but like you see, I'm just using it as a brow gel. It holds my brows in place. And after that, we're going to go in with the NYX White Eyelid Primer. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and put that all over my eyelids so we can get started on the eyeshadow. And of course, because this stuff is sticky, I'm going to set it with the RCMA powder just a little bit. That gives my eyeshadow a smooth base to work on. Okay, so the color that I'm going to use on the inner corner of my eyelid is by NYX. It's called Epic. It's this light purple, pretty color. I'm going to concentrate this, like I said, on the inner corner of my eyelid and slowly blend it over sort of towards, I would say, halfway over. And I'm going to do that on both sides. Here I just go in with my finger just to make that color a little more concentrated. It's really, really like a pale color, so you have to work to build that color up, and that's what I'm doing here. It's just building that color and blending it. Okay, next is a Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm going to be using this orangey brown shade and then a shade next to it, and then a darker shade below in brown as well. I'm going to blend that over sort of halfway to meet that purple in the middle. Okay, so here I'm just building that color up, just darkening it up little by little. You want to make sure to just lay a little bit of color down and build it up. That way you're not having to wipe excess color off. That's just a disaster when it comes to blending and doing eyeshadow. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead with the brush that I've been using that has really no product on it and blend those upper edges there just so it's a little more soft. Once I get that blended to where I want it to be, I'm going to go back in the palette and get a darker color. And that's going to go in that outer corner right there, sort of in a V section. Just needed a little more dimension, and yeah, I'm just going to blend that in. Okay, and I didn't show it, but I'll make sure to list it in the box. Same palette, just using a little bit darker of a shade. I still felt like it just was a little flat there. So again, I'm just going to add that darker color and blend it around and out. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in with the NYX white eyeshadow base and make sort of like a little channel between the purple and the brown. It's not going to be like a perfect lineup. I didn't want it to be a perfect lineup. There is an inspiration picture of somebody that did a similar makeup to this on Instagram. I'll make sure to link it below, but there was a negative space they had in between and it was just beautiful. So that is what I'm putting this there for. I'm going to go back in a few minutes and put a sort of a skin tone eyeshadow down there. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild eyeshadow in the color Brulee and lay that where I just laid that white base. You'll see me go back in and sort of blend the purple and the brown over to sort of give it a more blended look. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and lay it down with my finger and then blend it out. Okay, so for the top eyelid, that is about it. I will go back in and put eyeliner and lashes, but let's go ahead and move on to the rest of my face. Now, since I'm going to be wearing a mask, I've been using the Professional by Benefits primer, and I put that all over where the mask lays, so like on my cheeks, my nose, my chin. It really helps for the foundation to stick and not transfer as much. So I'm going to go in with the Maybelline's Fit Me and do a very, very thin coat. Like I said, this is a mask-friendly look, so we don't want makeup smeared all over the mask when you take it off. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do a little highlight under my eye with the Age Rewind. Just a little. I'm not going to bring it down too far on my cheeks because I don't want it to go where the mask is going to sit. I just am trying to keep as much product away from that area as possible. And I'm going to go in and set it with the same RCMA setting powder. Okay, so for the bottom lash line, I'm going to go in with this NYX palette and use this darker shade. It's a little bit darker than the shade I had up top, so I'm going to drag that down probably halfway over on my lower lash line. And then I'm going to go in with that original brown that I used in the palette up top and put that as well. You can see I'm blending that over. All right, next the Physicians Formula ink eyeliner. I'm just going to do the tiniest line so that I can go ahead and put on some false lashes. The lashes that I will be putting on are the Queen Bees by Coco Lash. Just to give my inner corner a little shine, I'm going to go in with this Makeup Revolution highlighting palette with my finger and just place a little bit of that in the inner corner of my eyes. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the True Complexion by Black Radiance contour palette. I'm going to mix these two together. I'm going to keep it real light. I've realized by using this the last couple weeks that it is really, really good with not transferring as much. I do have some other contours that are a hot damn mess all over my mask, but this seems to stay in place pretty well, and this is a super affordable palette. Okay, so I've been using this Femme Couture blush. It's not super pigmented, but it does not move. It does not transfer onto my mask, so I am all for that. And that is it for the face. I'm going to go ahead off camera and finish it off for you guys. Okay, the very last thing that I always do is another layer of the setting spray, and I do that on the lower part of my face because that's where the mask is going to be and I don't want that makeup to come off. So I just added some lashes, mascara, and a liquid lip that does not move on the mask either. So here is the mask so you guys can see what it looks like on, and that is it. So you can see the contour and blush and everything is in an area where the mask does not sit. Where the mask is sitting, I purposely left off putting, you know, highlight and that kind of thing there. That way your makeup is not disturbed, and you can see I'm going to take the mask off and there is almost no transfer on there. And I have the mask on for a good 15 minutes and the makeup is still in place. Anyways, I hope you guys like this video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.